Hi guys. My name is Ashley. This is my first video. I just want to bring some awareness to gastroparesis. Let me start out by saying I'm a type 1 diabetic. I have gastroparesis, kidney disease, and diabetic neuropathy as of right now. I'm 26 years old. I've been a type 1 diabetic since I am 12. So this is 14 years now. When I was a teenager and first diagnosed, all the way until I got pregnant when I was 21 years old, I didn't take care of my diabetes at all. I never tested. I just wanted to be like everybody else. Drank regular soda all the time. I did whatever I wanted. I didn't care. I knew it all. Like most teenagers do. We think we do. Anyway, so I gave myself insulin when necessary. I never gave myself my nighttime insulin, which is the 24-hour long-lasting. Mine is Lantus. Never didn't give myself that for 10 years. Now I'm suffering because of it. So I got the diabetic neuropathy, which is basically started out in my toes and my feet, and which is basically like pins and needles. It's an annoying pain. It's not really a hurtful pain. It's just very annoying. It's like an annoyance. But it's there, and it's like I get it really bad in my hands at night. It's where I kind of just want to like stretch out, and like I'm trying to stretch out the pain. It just like doesn't work. Stemmed from the diabetes. The kidney disease stemmed from the diabetes. And now the gastroparesis. So in May of 2011, I had my gallbladder removed. I was severely vomiting, everything, had the pain. It was horrible. We took it out. 3 weeks later, I ended up conceiving my son. Going through pregnancy, I was vomiting every day after every meal, and we figured it was simply morning sickness that didn't end the first trimester. I'm sorry, guys. I've already been sick this morning. I started feeling better, so I was like, I'm doing this video. Anyway, getting back to it. The gastroparesis is paralysis of the stomach. You do not digest food. That's why my gallbladder was taken out, figuring that would be my savior. That would help me. That was the problem, So after I had my son, I conceived him 7 weeks early. I'm still vomiting. I'm still noticing the vomiting every day. I mean, it's still like I'm pregnant. I didn't understand what was going on. About 3 years ago from today, I had a gastric, the emptying study test. It's just basically where they give you like 2 pieces of toast, 2 scrambled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and a glass of orange juice. And there's some kind of dye in there, and they basically put you through multiple CAT scans in between once an hour in 6 hours, and they want to see where your food is going. I digested half a piece of toast in 6 hours. So I myself barely have any movement. My gastroparesis stemmed from my diabetes. About 5 million Americans actually have gastroparesis. And, I'm really, what I think is half the time is half the people don't even know that they have it. And 5 million people may have it in America, but it is so unknown. I bring up gastroparesis and people have no idea what it what it is or what it means. And honestly, I had not a clue until I was diagnosed with it. Not a clue in the world. And which, when this started happening, I'm throwing up all my food, and I'm taking, they put me on these painkillers and these nausea and, all these different kind of things. And, what it looks like on the outside, it doesn't look good. I mean, you get called all kinds of names like anorexic or bulimic or junk, like all these different names I really have heard, and they don't bother me because I know what I am and what's wrong and, everything like that. But this is for everybody that tells me to eat a cheeseburger. I wish I could. Anyway, so, I've always been a small girl. I've always, I've been a little bit chunkier, been a little bit skinnier, but I've basically always been a small girl since since about 7th grade after I was diagnosed with diabetes. So this is my weight is nothing new to me, but yeah, getting back to the gastroparesis, we don't digest anything. It basically comes back up. So for us to be called, those names, it would look like we had an eating disorder, or it would look a certain type of way. But ask us, because some people that are sick will tell you. If most people that I think have an eating disorder or a drug addiction, I don't think they're going to be so open and be like, yes, I do. But I will tell you, I also have my gastric pacemaker. I will show you quickly. It was put in November 25th, 2015. It is January 2016 right now. Okay, can everybody see that? That's what, it's right there. It's a diamond. I'm squeezing it right now. It's that big. Okay. It doesn't hurt, nothing. You can bend over, everything, it's okay. For myself, it did not work. Which it actually should have, because gastroparesis affects the nerves. And so does diabetes. So, thinking that I'm a diabetic with gastroparesis, we're going to do the gastric pacemaker. It's gonna be a problem solver. I was denied 4 times by my insurance company before actually receiving the okay to get the gastric pacemaker surgery, and that was after we hired an advocate. It's so much. Gastroparesis is so unknown in this world, and we need awareness. We need people to know, when I'm in a supermarket and I see a heavy set woman or man in a jazzy, I don't stare at them as they're picking out food or anything like that. If anything, I'm going to look at you, smile, and continue on with my day. I don't need to stare at you because you're overweight. I don't know your history. I don't know your background. But because my gastric pacemaker isn't working, the next thing the doctor was talking about doing is gastric bypass. Now, as you can see, I'm about 100 pounds. Most people put gastric bypass automatically with heavy set people, and it was used for that. They use it for that, but there's also other things. Gastric bypass is making the stomach smaller. The rest that they do for heavy set people is cosmetic. So basically what they would do is cut out the top part of my stomach. They'd cut my they would attach the bottom intestine at the bottom of my stomach to the top that they cut out. Therefore, the food would go right into my intestine. It would have no time to sit in the stomach, and I would not vomit. Now, that's a heavy procedure. There is no going back, so I myself am terrified. for how sick that I get every day, I know that this really is very stupid. But like, I'm a diabetic and I wouldn't even use an insulin pump because of the vanity issue. And now I have this big bulge. And that's stupid. I know how stupid this sounds, please. I do understand. But yeah, they also wanted to do the feeding tube. There's so many things I myself am not ready to commit to. And I'm going to say it again, I'm only 26 years old. I should be out there working and, living this life. But the worst part is I'm sitting here saying I'm 26 years old suffering because of this. When every day when I'm looking at things and on the internet, looking at things for gastroparesis, and I'm seeing all these kids' pictures, I mean 5, 6, 8, 12, going through this. I'm an adult. These are kids. And they're probably like, I don't understand. Why can't I have that ice cream? Why can't I have that cheeseburger? Why can't I have this? They're not going to understand why they can't eat what their friends can't eat. And that sucks. And also for even toddlers, like my son, who have parents with gastroparesis. I literally wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day, vomit, go in the shower, lay fetal position, have the water hit off me. I literally will pace around my house. I mean, I'm trying to do everything to feel better, and I can't even play with my son or anything. That really sucks. Or if I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, dude, you gotta wait a second, like, mom doesn't feel good. And he's coming in bringing me his medicine. No 4-year-old should know that mommy's sick every day and things like that. We need a cure. We need awareness. There is no cure for gastroparesis as of now. No cure. Nothing. Many people buy a magic bullet or a ninja, whatever they do, and they make food smoothies. I myself can't do that. I'm sorry. I know it's a way to live. Now, what I will do is put a bunch of fruit in there, and I'll try that. But shit, I can't eat fruit. There's so many things that gastroparesis takes away from you that you can't eat anymore. You got to stay away from your dairy and your proteins and the fats and this and that. And like my main things that I can't eat and I love are pepperoni pizza, which was like, I was like crushed. Okay, dude. And Reese's Cups, peanut butter. I can't eat that. There's things, basically, I have to teach myself to eat again, all over. And the worst part is I'm a picky eater. I don't eat anything. I don't eat anything from the ocean. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. Literally, I eat like chicken. I'm so bland. But I love my greasy foods. I'm a bad eater. So on top of all this, like now I really have to learn how to re-eat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting, if I can handle it, I'm going to try to do kale in a Ninja, NutriBullet, whatever. Kale, my personal pineapple, strawberry, banana. I love that. And I'm going to see what this can do for me. I'm going to see if it can maybe help with my digestion. By this point, I'm really willing to try anything. I'm just scared of the gastric bypass, like I said, because there's no going back. And many people that I've talked to with gastroparesis, their doctors have never even brought this up to them. So, I'm just kind of wondering what everybody else's thoughts are on it. Like I said, everybody automatically just puts weight loss with gastric bypass. So just remember that gastric bypass is shrinking the stomach. So they're just gonna cut a top part off, so the food can't sit in there. But do I do that? Because there's no going back. I'm really happy that I'm actually able to make this video today. I'm usually not like this at all. I will have somebody film me when I'm like that, which probably could be tomorrow. Whenever somebody's with me, I'm gonna show you a day in the life of someone with gastroparesis. And you will see what I literally go through on a daily basis. Not only myself, like I said, 5 million other Americans. And now those are the people that know. So imagine the people that don't even know that they have this and they're suffering every day and they're just thinking it's gas pains or heartburn. And it's not. It could be something else. But for everybody else suffering with gastroparesis or anything else that you're suffering with, I hope today is an amazing day. I hope you feel great. And for those of you that aren't, I'm sorry. And I hope today flies by. I hope something can help you. But I will be making more videos on gastroparesis. We need more awareness, and I promise I want to be the one to do that. I'm not starting a GoFundMe or any of this because honestly, I don't know what money is going to do for us. We just want some awareness. We want people to know what this is. That's it. But yeah, I will be making a video definitely of myself, Ashley, day in the life of someone with gastroparesis. Until then,